reading from Luke chapter 22 from verse 1 to verse 23. Now the festival of unleavened bread, which is called the Passover, was near. The chief priests and the scribes were looking for a way to put Jesus to death, for they were afraid of the people. Then Satan entered into Judas, called Iscariot, who was one of the 12. He went away and conferred with the chief priests and officers of the temple police about how he might betray him to them. They were greatly pleased and agreed to give him money. So he consented and began to look for an opportunity to betray him to them when no crowd was present. Then came the day of unleavened bread, on which the Passover lamb had to be sacrificed. So Jesus sent Peter and John, saying, "Go and prepare the Passover meal for us, that we may eat it." They asked him, "Where do you want us to make preparations for it?" "Listen," he said to them, "when you have entered the city, a man carrying a jar of water will meet you. Follow him into the house he enters and say to the owner of the house, 'The teacher asks you, where is the guest room where I may eat the Passover with my disciples?' He will show you a large room upstairs already furnished. Make preparations for us there." So they went and found everything as he had told them, and they prepared the Passover meal. When the hour came, he took his place at the table and the apostles with him. He said to them, "I have eagerly desired to eat this Passover with you before I suffer. For I tell you, I will not eat it until it is fulfilled in the kingdom of God." Then he took a cup, and after giving thanks, he said, "Take this and divide it among yourselves. For I tell you that from now on I will not drink of the fruit of the vine until the kingdom of God comes." Then he took a loaf of bread, and when he had given thanks, he broke it and gave it to them, saying, "This is my body, which is given for you. Do this in remembrance of me." And he did the same with the cup after supper, saying, "This cup that is poured out for you is the new covenant in my blood. But see, the one who betrays me is with me, and his hand is on the table. For the Son of Man is going as it has been determined, but woe to that one by whom he is betrayed." Then they began to ask one another which one of them it could be who would do this. This is the word of the Lord. A reflection for Monday. Be prepared. It seems that just now Jesus is ready for anything. He knows where to find the stuff he needs. He knows who will let him down. He knows where he's heading. And there are plenty of people who are ready and eager to hurry him on his way because they don't like how popular he is. They don't want to hear the truth he is speaking. They don't want the crowds to shout their adulation. They don't want to hear about the healings and the miracles. They've had enough. I guess you can have too much of a good thing, and Jesus is certainly that. A very good thing. The best thing there is and will ever be. So the establishment, the chief priests and the law enforcers get their heads together, and soon Judas comes their way. He's changed, been open to the wrong influences, and is ready to do business. He lays out his terms, and they do a deal, all waiting now for the right moment. Or should that be the wrong one? But they're prepared. When the moment comes, they'll be ready. Meanwhile, Judas is back with his crew, playing it cool, thinking Jesus won't know what he's done, what the devastating plan is to silence him and the crowds. He takes his place at the table in the room Jesus knew would be for them, and he watches as Jesus breaks bread and pours wine and tells them, "This is important because it will be the way you remember me and all that we've shared." Judas is uncomfortable, shifting in his seat, feeling the heat in the room and his face palms sweating, the proximity of his former friends making him breathless and uneasy. Jesus, however, is cool and calm, doesn't miss a beat, holds them all in a steady gaze and tells them what he knows. Be prepared, because everything is about to change to kick off, and you'll need to remember what I'm telling you. Be prepared, because someone here, one who has laughed and cried with us, one who has listened and learnt with us, is the one who will bring it all crashing down. And the room is still, just for a moment. An intake of breath then around the table as the friends work out what that means, cogs turning, slowly looking at one another. Who is it? Who looks especially shifty, nervous? Who has been acting in a suspicious way? Minds going back over the last few days together. Then the noise lifting as they start to challenge one another. You said you were going to market, but you came back empty-handed. Who were those strangers I saw you talking to? Is it you? And Judas is quiet, trying to avoid the searching questions. Of course it's not me. How could you think it? But in his mind, he hears again and again the words of Jesus. Woe to the one who is letting me down, stabbing me in the back. That one should be prepared. Our story is paused, put on hold. The people of preparation are waiting, frozen in time. What are we being prepared for as we wait with them for the story to resume and gather pace? Are we prepared, like Judas, to turn away from Jesus, to take another path? Are we prepared to give Jesus a room in our lives, but one where we can shut the door when we want to? Are we prepared to participate in the bread and wine of his life and death? When the hour came, he took his place at the table. He was ready. Are we?